Which games do you think of when you hear the words fighting game or tournament fighter? Well, for me, it's Street Fighter, Tekken, and Mortal Kombat. But let's talk a bit about Mortal Kombat. Going back to the original, Mortal Kombat 1 was released in arcades in 1992. It was more violent and bloody than any other fighting game at the time. This drew attention to it, and quickly it gained popularity. The franchise started growing, and with Mortal Kombat 2 coming out in 93, and Mortal Kombat 3 coming out in 95. They were also being released on home consoles and PC. By 1996, you could own all 3 games on one disc, known as Mortal Kombat Trilogy. Moving on to recent years, Mortal Kombat Kollection, also known as Mortal Kombat Arcade Kollection, was released on Xbox Live Arcade in August of 2011. The game was later released on Steam in 2012. This was fantastic news. We could play these classic games on modern platforms again. Now, I'm not going to review the individual games, they're timeless classics, but rather take a look at the current state of the pack. The game, having its release tied to Xbox and Microsoft, was integrated with Games for Windows Live DRM. Moving on a couple of years, Games for Windows Live is dead and gone, and while that's fine, it's also heavily messed with the games that were integrated with that system. Now, I think most of those games have been converted to Steamworks, similar to what happened when GameSpy died out. But unfortunately, Mortal Kombat Kollection didn't get revamped and converted. And if you were lucky enough to get it on Steam, hold on to that account, because it's no longer available for purchase. On the title screen of the game, it seems like you're locked out, because it requires you to log into Games for Windows Live to access the main menu. Thankfully, there is a workaround. By creating an offline account and using that profile to get past the login screen. So you can still play the game if you have it, but there's no chance for features like online multiplayer or online leaderboards. The situation is not good. The collection is seeing no signs of ever returning, despite fans trying to get it noticed and talked about. Microsoft, Valve, and NetherRealms are hiding this great collection of classic Mortal Kombat titles under the rug, and I don't know who is mostly at fault here, but I assume it's Microsoft. If Mortal Kombat Kollection was updated to use Steamworks and put back on the Steam store, I'd easily give the game a 9 out of 10. But in its current state, things aren't looking too good for these classic games. Guys, keep talking about the game. Don't give up. Because if we have a consistent voice, the companies will notice us. After all, we're consumers, and we're the ones who are gonna buy the game. Don't let Mortal Kombat Kollection die. Get it returned to Steam.
Wins. Flawless. Sub-Zero wins. Fatality.